Blow me. Hi. Did we just go live at that exact moment? Yeah!
We went live when you said blow me, yes.
That is amazing. All right, how's everybody doing tonight?
Welcome
Woo!
I was going to start out with a what in the blue hell is in the box that's glowing blue in Dario Cueto's office, but we started with blow me. Welcome back. Smash This Podcast is live. And this is what happens when you go live. You never know what the hell's going to happen.
Yeah.
No editing, no pre-recorded bullshit. Nope, you get JAYBONE and Mile High Laz at their finest. Or worst.
Either or.
Nonetheless, we're going to sink our teeth this week into Season 3, Episode 8. Yes, Cat, you may exit my office. Get the hell out of here.
Bye, Cat.
Gift of the Gods. All wrapped up in a crazy little Lucha package. Man, dude, this... You know, I've said this I don't know how many times, but I'm just going to say it again because it's true. I don't know how they cram so much goodness into one episode. Like, so much stuff. You got 3 matches and backstage promos galore. Like 2 hours worth of shit in 1 hour. Unfrigging believable.
It's like everything the WWE should be able to do, but can't seem to manage.
Yeah.
You know why? Yeah. Because they have a 60-year-old guy running their show. That's not how that's supposed to be.
Nothing to do with that.
Kevin Dunn's not 60. Kevin Dunn's in like I think he's in his early 50s. I don't know. We'll have to pull out his front teeth and saw him in half and count the rings.
Kevin Dunn. Kevin Dunn should be done.
The Badger.
Dear God. All right, so where the hell do we start with this? We're in Dario's office, and Sexy Star says she wants Matanza
because all rational people request a match with a monster.
Yeah, which just shows the level of confidence that. And this is just a small example, but the level of confidence that the women portray in this show is phenomenal.
And it's fun.
They don't walk out there and go, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. Oh, did I just pee myself? Oh shit. No.
It's not catty shit. They just go out and fight like everybody else.
And you had several examples of that in this episode. You had Sexy Star walking in the office saying she wants Matanza next week, which this is what she's the Gift of the Gods champion. She has to do that. She has to say, hey, let's do this. You know, she can't say, hey, I'm putting this on the line right now. It's one of Dario's big championship rules with the Gift of the Gods. He needs a week to promote it, you know, which is smart. It's also smart business just to say, hey, guess what we're doing next week? We're not giving it away, but this is one of the matches. You know, they're incredibly smart in that direction.
Mm-hmm. And it's like that's one of the cool things. It's like that I've heard reported. It's like how they use different matches from different tapings and different places. It's like I think that's cool, and it's like it keeps the energy level of the show a lot more even.
Yeah, even keeps the people that were like at the shows waiting for what's going on, like on their toes, like, oh, okay, well, I was at this bunch of tapings. We know exactly what happened then. And then you see it on TV and you get something completely different. Like I heard they did that a couple weeks ago with one of the shows. They took something that was taped in March and threw it in a May show or something to that effect, you know?
Yeah, there was somebody who went to all the TV tapings, and they said it was something from like they counted off the matches on a show, and it was like from like the first taping, the 6th taping, and like the 2nd taping or something. Like were the 3 matches in order. So I mean, you're talking a couple of different months that they put together into one show. It's cool.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, it's really smart how they can Jenga that shit together. You know, I don't know how else to say it.
And the nice part about it is, it's like they're doing it to where, like especially like these Tejano and Brian Cage matches. I'm sure they broke this up over multiple tapings.
Yeah,
And they can kind of just bolt it in wherever it fits. It's like, I dig that aspect of it because they can do a backstage promo that makes it make sense. Doesn't matter where.
Right. And yet these matches are good enough with everything else surrounding them that it still feels fresh. You're not like, oh my God, can we be done with this already?
And the thing is they're continuing to escalate. Like, this is proper storytelling.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I mean, tonight, Cage ended up like about 4 rows deep into a section of wooden chairs. Question, where the hell did the wooden chairs come from? They were never there before. You went straight into the seats. You went straight into the bleachers on all sides of that ring at one point. Where did the chairs come from?
You didn't see the people scattering?
I'm just going like, all of a sudden I'm just going like, where the hell were those? Like, I don't ever remember seeing them like really on screen, because the only thing I really ever remember from like that wasn't like bleachers was like the announcers area where it was Vampiro and Stryker, and then you had the people like standing there with them, but there didn't look like there was any chairs. So I'm sitting there going like, that's interesting. Did they get catering or something? Like, I'm way lost.
They took out the buffet.
Like, son of a bitch.
Is that a turkey leg? Anyways, so yeah, this we get the we start out with Stryker and Vampiro reminding us that we are only 3 short weeks away from Aztec Warfare. Can't wait for that. That's always a highlight of the season.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
And we get into match number 1, Mr. Creepy Bastard himself, Marty the Moth Martinez, with his sister Mariposa. And the way he acts around her is just, oh man, you really don't want to know. Unless you're like into that kinky shit, you really don't want to know what they're into when they go home, because it's just, wow, I don't know.
These are the things I don't ask.
Right? Don't ask, don't tell. Versus Ivelisse. Something that we don't see a whole lot, but we did see a fair amount of it in this episode. You know, as far as intergender matches, we got
like one-on-one.
out of the 3
like, we've seen them in like tags, but like one-on-one matches are not very common.
Right.
But, like, okay, so here's my one beef with this before we get into the actual match. Dude, why are they punking Mariposa out so bad? Like, she came in last year as this, like, uber assassin. And this year, she's getting bitched out, like, every week. She's getting beat up. So it's like, I'm curious. It's like, I don't understand what the devolution with that character is.
You talking about Mariposa or Ivelisse?
Yeah. Mariposa.
Oh.
Like, it seems like she gets beat. Like, she came in, when she debuted, I mean, she debuted as a beater. And it seems like this year, it seems like she is more the BT.
She hasn't been featured a lot, but there's a lot of the season to go. And if you've seen that, and I always go back to this as kind of a reference point of things to come. I mean, we see Sexy Star going after her in a hallway somewhere backstage in the season 3 trailer. So I have no doubt that, you know, that feud is going to happen somewhere down the road.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like it just seems like she's been down a lot more this year so far. So.
Well, yeah, it's, you know, I want to see more of her. I want to see Cobra Moon because she's a very unique individual too. You know, good wrestler, and also the way she just everything about her presence, everything. She's just great, you know. So yeah, I have no doubt we're going to see more of her. She just hasn't done a lot yet this season. So, but man, you know, just everything about Marty. It's every time he's out there, and man, he just was 1000, creep mode. It's starting out with Melissa Santos, and then it just went on from there to throughout the match with Ivelisse, which was almost in some points made you scratch your head and drop your jaw all at the same time. Like he was behind Ivelisse at one point, grabbed her face like kind of a I guess kind of a strange submission, like, fingers in the mouth, trying to, wear her down.
Fish hook.
What's that?
A fish hook.
Thank you. I couldn't think of what it was called. That's one thing I'm not always good at, is remembering all these odd moves, like the ones you don't see.
Just call it a Blue Thunder Bomb. The best in the business do it all the time.
AKA Michael Cole. Absolutely.
Michael.
Michael, there's a Blue Thunder Bomb. I know.
I'm well aware. That's the only fucking move I know.
Right? While Sami Zayn is, drinking heavily.
It's like, it's a Blue Thunder Bomb. No, Michael, that was a punch. It'll be okay.
But
calm down.
But as he's fish hooking Ivelisse, he's also like kissing her on the side of the head. It was like, oh my God. So he's wearing her down physically and completely messing with her psychologically.
Yeah, but it's with purpose.
Oh, sure. Sure, because who's looking on from outside the ring.
Space Cat.
Mr. Jeremiah. Is that a cat or is that my wife?
Yes.
It's my wife. Thank you.
Hello.
Laz says hi.
Hi.
She's going to the store because she wanted chocolate. And I said, "You're going to the store?" She's like, "Yes." I said, "Ooh." She goes, "What do you want?" She got me a 4-pack of Monster and 2 bags of 7-layer dip tortilla combos. The best. Oh, hell yeah. I'm winner chicken dinner all night long with this. I wasn't expecting a 4-pack, though, so I'm just going to tuck those back there.
Dude, that's when you just open all 4 of them and just tilt your head back.
Oh, see, they don't even do anything for me. I just like the way they taste. Like,
That's
if I want,
just weird.
if I want to, I know. It's like if I want to get wired, I drink a pot of coffee. Then I'm shaking all day, and then I'm in the bathroom all day, and my day is complete. Anyways, back to the show.
What?
Yeah, I know.
We're doing a show?
Right.
Since when?
Bathroom habits with JAYBONE. No, damn it. Back to Lucha Underground. All right.
Okay.
So, Marty Moth. Dear God. Yeah, maybe I should.
Marty Moth. No.
Close. Marty the Moth Martinez comes off with a win. And, and not without Ivelisse getting in some offense. This wasn't a complete squash match, even though it had that feeling like that's what we were going to see. But Ivelisse is always puts up a fight. It's never, oh, he punched her. Oh, she's down. Oh, pin. No, you always get some kind of offense from her.
Nah, dude, that's her personality, man. That's her inner Puerto Rican. Like,
right?
Every Puerto Rican, every Puerto Rican woman I've ever known, dude, they're fighters. They're just naturally fighters.
I'm gonna pass you a Monster through the computer here. Here you go. All right, it's contagious. I apologize. So yeah, and the humiliation and the beatdown continues with Ivelisse, and in runs in
Space Cat.
You keep saying that, and I've never heard anyone say that, but it's her main squeeze, Jeremiah, a.k.a. Sami Callihan, which, the crowd knows who this is. We know who it is. But Matt Stryker and Vampiro have absolutely no clue who this is.
Absolutely not. They haven't paid any attention to NXT for the last roughly 2.5 years.
It's hilarious, and so they're like, "Oh my God, who is that?" But what's even better is how he's defending his woman, and yet, you know how psychotic he is at the same time. And oh man, I just love the fact that he's in this brand.
Yeah.
He's gonna shine in this brand.
He is.
And like I said a few weeks ago, Lucha Underground did more with him in 5 minutes than what NXT did with him in the course of 3 years.
You got it.
So that being said,
I'm curious to see what they do with him because he's a unique personality, and they're letting him be more him.
yeah,
Like he's not as edited as he lovingly calls him Salmon Crow.
Salmon.
Like
Salmon Crow?
he is a lot of his indie persona, which I really dig. It's like he brought in the thumbs up, thumbs down. That's part of his indie gimmick, and it's going to be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to watch more of his indie stuff. But yeah, since he's left the WWE, he has been friggin' everywhere.
Dude, he's been on fire, man. He's won titles all over the place.
Yeah.
At one point in time, I think he held AAW and PWX at the same time until Pentagon Jr. beat him. I wanted to say Pentagon Dark. I had to stop myself.
Down in Illinois. Yeah, I need to. I mean, I've seen that card like every month, like just the card advertised because I started following them because, yeah, they're bringing in freaking everyone. Jeff Cobb, Ricochet, Chris Hero, Sami Callihan, half the guys from Lucha Underground. It's like, oh my God, and these guys are literally just south of me. So when I get some money, I need to make a road trip down to Illinois and go check this shit out.
Dude, if you go, I might fly to Chicago and meet you there because, trust me, I've had that thought myself.
Really? Nice. Well, like I said, he runs in. We get the debut, in-ring debut, so to speak, in front of the crowd. The crowd loves him. They know who he is. And he saves his girlfriend, and they somehow, some way get rid of Marty the Moth and his sister Mariposa. But then a more than awkward moment occurs between the two. Ivelisse is none too happy that her main squeeze, Jeremiah, showed up. Which is just hilarious. And he's like, and then, they bump back to back, and she's like, oh, you helped me. Oh, what the hell are you doing here? Oh, you shouldn't be here. And he's like, you needed help. You needed me. I'm here to help you. And then a second later turned into, he's on his knees. Baby, I'm sorry. Come on.
Sweetie, why you got to be a bitch? I'm just here to help.
Right? And then I'm gonna skip forward here because the promo of them together in the parking lot was absolutely priceless. He follows her out of the building to her car, and I'm not going to go over the entire thing, but I'm going to quote one line that I wrote down from him: "A couple that slays together stays together." That is just freaking awesome.
She's like, that's not how that goes. It's like,
Right?
sounded pretty good to me. I was in. By the way, here you go. I'm sending you a little gift in your little chat window there.
Okay.
Space Cat.
Well, sure enough, there it is. There it is. The Sami Callihan Space Cat. It is a real thing, folks. If you're still...
I wasn't kidding.
You weren't. I weren't doubting you. I just, I'm learning. I'm a sponge. This is on ProWrestlingTees.com. Sami Callihan has his own stuff on there. Go check it out, folks. But yeah, this... And, we also get told from Jeremiah that Dario Cueto gave him basically a license to kill in the temple. And, it's not literally that, but I'm going to put it that way because he's going to be absolutely brutal. So I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that this is going to lead to Marty the Moth Martinez / Mariposa versus Jeremiah and Evilise down the road.
It will be most fun.
Yeah, and you say, oh, well, that was so predictable. No, that's just...
It's basic storytelling.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just...
I was cool with it. I was rolling with it.
I am looking forward to that. Because these two are beasts.
It'll be fun, man. Like, it's like, I haven't seen anything this season, and I'm just like, huh.
Right?
It's like everything is cool. Like, I'm having fun with it. That's all I can do.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, this episode in particular was so loaded, it was ridiculous. We get a promo of another White Rabbit Tribe promo. We actually get the introduction to Paul London himself, Mr. Bizarro. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I think you mentioned it in one of the past episodes. You heard what he was going to get called, but I don't remember.
You know, you were the one that actually said that. Now that we've seen his entire presentation, though, here's what I'm getting. Like, this is the kind of the vibe that I'm getting just from how he was dressed and certain things that I noticed.
Okay.
What I want you to do, okay. He is a merger of 3 characters. Who is he?
Well, obviously, someone straight out of the Alice in Wonderland story. I'd say the Mad Hatter.
I would give that one to you, yes.
Okay. I'd say something straight out of a circus-type themed thingy-dingy. I don't know. Like a ringmaster-ish?
It's not quite where I was going.
I say that because I look at the other guys that are coming with him, and they're kind of circus acrobatish-y. Is that a word?
Acrobatish? Yeah, it is now. I'm going with it.
Acrobatics-ish?
Acrobat? So wait a second. If there's 2 of them, are they acrobats high?
Absolutely.
Nice.
I'm nodding my head. Yes.
You're like, and yes.
So yeah, this is the first. I mean, we've seen the little symbols and the little, the bird's eye view, so to speak, of the rabbit running through the woods, whatever. But now we actually get a person, representing what this is all about. So
okay, so I'm going to give you the 3 pieces that I put together from the presentation we saw.
Okay.
Mad Hatter was dead on.
Okay.
But now what I want you to do, look at how he was dressed.
Right.
He's white.
You're right. Yeah. He's got the white
he's wearing a cod piece. He quite literally was Sparkle Crotch. So I want you to take that all white, and I want you to take that top hat and make it a bowler. And who is he?
Bon Jovi. No.
He is Alex from A Clockwork Orange.
Okay, I've heard of that. I have never watched it before.
You've never seen it? Okay, when we're off the air, go look up A Clockwork Orange and look how they're dressed.
Oh,
that's kind of the vibe that I got.
I've never seen the movie, but I've seen the figures. They've got the white, the top hat,
yep.
They've
got the bowler, they've got the top hat, yeah. And then the third piece, he's Willy Wonka.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of the vibe. The glasses and the garish present, like the big presentation, like how he was moving his hands and all that stuff. That was pure Johnny Depp out of Willy Wonka.
Oh, see, now I would have said Gene Wilder, but
the thing is Gene Wilder was a lot more subdued as Wonka. He wasn't as animated. His face was more animated. Depp was more animated in body. He was more spastic, basically.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the million things that Johnny Depp pulls out of his ass lately.
Worse things could happen.
Yeah. But I see what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. And I think you're right on. I think we're going to get a little bit of everything from this character from Paul London. I can't wait till he shows up with the rest of whoever this new tribe crew, whatever, is showing up in the temple. I'm always up for seeing new and different things. It just adds to the essence of the temple. I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, it's all presentation, and it's one of those things where it's like the second that it was announced that Paul London was going to be involved, I'm like, holy shit, man. Like, they're going to give Paul London basically creative license. They're going to go, okay, here's the box, stay in here.
There you go.
Like, that's rad.
Right? You were even so kind as to tweet me that little space cat thing. That's hilarious.
Got it. I had to find it, dude. I thought I had it on my hard drive, but I didn't.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, promos galore. A lot of great stuff. And, almost missed the next. We get three promos, like outside promos in a row. Crazy stuff. The third one, going right out of Jeremiah leaving with Ivelisse, we see another car. And in the background, Dario Cueto is getting into the infamous limo again, and we see Delgado. And this gets really weird. And I wasn't going to write down the entire conversation, but he gives Dario this ancient-looking box. It's not a bright box. And says something to the effect of, his dissension is complete, and they're talking about giving so-and-so a host body, which is just, Lucha Underground once in a while goes, whoa, kind of weird. This one, whoa. What?
Hey, dude, like, I look at it this way. All right? If this plays out right, Brian Cage is going to be a demon. And I'm 100% all about this.
Is that... Yeah, because they linked the conversation to what they said, someone in the next match. And I'm like, okay, that's what I thought I heard. And they were saying that whoever they were talking about is almost godlike in his build. And I'm like, okay, love Tejano, but that is so not Tejano.
What are you talking about? Tejano's godlike. Buddha?
That's different.
And the thing is, dude, Tejano's in good shape, but Cage is unreal.
Well, in that case, I'm three gods packed into one, right here.
That's a whole lot of gods.
Right? I just eat them from breakfast, lunch, and dinner. No, but yeah, it's crazy. So there's something all-powerful, like a demon in the box or a spirit in the box. Something.
Could it possibly be a Jack in the Box?
Oh, no. Now you're just making me hungry, damn it. I'm going to have to open up these combos.
The thing that I laughed about with that whole deal with the box, it's like they showed the box and the first thing that popped into my head, 7. What's in the box? No. What's in the box? Like, I turned into Brad Pitt. Like, the second the box, I'm like, oh, my God. Like, I can't stop myself. Every time there's a mysterious box, I'm just automatically drawn to it.
See, and the first thing that popped in my head was John Travolta in the guy's kitchen opening up the briefcase and the big glow. But that comes from a promo a little bit later. But as long as I just brought it up, let's talk about it. He's got the box. He's sitting at his desk. He's like got it cracked open, and it's kind of like, Patrick Starr looking at the box like, he's looking at the box, and there's this blue glow. It's like, whoa, he's got some some demonic Smurfs in there making out or something.
Dude. Friggin' Dario, dude, that was nothing but glow sticks. After the wrestling show was over, he was throwing a rave in that motherfucker. Y'all thought it was nefarious shit, dude. It was just glow sticks. Everybody chill. Be okay.
You were so underestimating Dario. No.
Talking about, dude. Dude, Dario, total raver. That's what the Red Bull is. It's actually it's candy. There's actually a necklace that goes with it, and he wears it to shows, dude. It's a thing.
It's like a pimp thing.
Yeah, at least it is now. It's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he's and I'm just gonna go over the promos, and then we'll go over the rest of the matches because now we're on this promo thing.
Promo 2016.
That's right. That's right. So he's in the office. He's looking in the box. It's glowing. And in walks Mr. Rey Mysterio. And Dario, quick looks like he had something, so naughty that he, couldn't share with the rest of the world. So quickly shuts the box, puts it away like, what?
All right, 1 second, though. I got one major problem with this entire scene.
Okay.
First off, why does Rey Mysterio have a beak? Has his mask always been that far extended from his face? I don't remember it being that long.
Well, sometimes he does have different unique. It's every time we see.
Yeah, it was just weird though. I looked at it and I'm going man, that just seems way bigger than usual, I guess. It's weird.
Well, maybe he just, I don't know.
Overcompensating. I know how it is, Ray. Right.
The bigger the mask, never mind.
Yikes. The bigger the head.
Yeah, there we go.
Shoulders. On the shoulders. On the shoulders.
Yes. Absolutely. This is actually a really different side of Ray that we're not used to seeing. We're used to seeing good guy Ray. Everybody loves Ray. Hey, you know what? He's a baby face. We love him. Him talking to Dario here was kind of dark.
Well, I think it's he's interesting in this show because Ray was always the goody-goody. So it's I think he's having fun kind of playing the tweener. Yeah. I don't think he's full-on bad guy, but I think he's got a full-on agenda.
Yeah, just the fact that last week or the week before he was talking to Chavo Sr. about, hey, someone's got to go,
Yeah, dude, it's something. Here's what we're doing. We're going to see a loser leaves town match between those two, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, and it's going to be the main event next week. It is going to be classic, and I think it's going to be awesome. Because I don't get tired of seeing these two. I know everybody is not a big Chavo fan. I think a lot of people look at Chavo and they think, oh, he's trying to do Eddie's shit. No, he's not always trying to do.
The thing is Chavo is the classic Mexican heel.
Yeah,
that's what he is. It's look back, if you guys need point of reference, look back through history in CMLL. Unmasked luchadors typically become heels because they don't have the marketable merchandise anymore. Yeah. So they usually become heels, and he is not unique in Mexico, but he's very, very unique in the United States market.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't get sick of seeing these two because I remember back to the old WCW days when these two went at it way back then. So
yeah, and it's you got two guys that have known each other for their whole lives.
Yeah, what, 30, 40 years? How old are these guys?
Yeah, it's they've known each other forever. So it's I like it when guys that have known each other that long get the opportunity to go into the ring together. And the great part about these guys is the fact that they're going to be able to go into the ring together still at a relatively high level.
Yeah.
And
because they're not doing, 300 days a year.
Yeah, they have the ability to be able to go out and do a match a week, of 2 matches a week, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're really not grinding themselves down. So it's like, this is going to be I think this match is going to be unique in the respect of, I don't think we've ever seen these two guys go at each other this fresh. Yeah, unless you go back to WCW, maybe in WCW, but I think here I don't think we've seen it. I don't think we ever saw it in the WWE, not even close.
Well, they feuded in the WWE, but it was
it's like
it was few and far between, and usually when they did, like the one time I remember was Chavo had Ray upside down on one of the stage girder things, and hung upside down and like beating the hell out of him with a chair, and Rey Mysterio was screaming like a little girl, and he disappeared for a year and a half because he had 5 knee surgeries or whatever it was.
He had to have a knee surgery for his knee surgery.
After the knee surgery, yes.
Well, I mean, but even in that respect, the fact that neither one of the guys, when they were in the WWE, neither one of them was ever near 100%. Because they were on the road constantly.
Right.
So it's like, I think this match is going to be unique in the fact that I think both guys have got a hell of a lot more in the tank right now than they've ever had.
Yeah, and it was always on a WWE stage, so you can only do so much.
Tuned down. Like, they were always turned down. So,
yeah.
Like, I think this is going to be a blast. Like, I can't wait.
Yeah, Chavo's always swinging shit around. He's always mega heelish when he shows up. And Ray, ever since he's debuted in Lucha Underground last season, I should say, has always brought something fresh to the ring that I've never seen him do. And maybe he hasn't done on TV in 20 years, but to me it's fresh and exciting,
I mean, and you know what? It's like Rey Mysterio in his WWE phase, it's like, I got out of wrestling for the better part of a decade. Yeah. Just because I was bored with it. Like, it was like, okay, cool, WCW's gone, the war's over. I'm good. Like, it's like, the game's over. It's like, now we're into the basic crap, and I'm done. Like, I'll see you guys in a couple of years. We'll see what's going on then. But it's a... I saw a lot of Ray's matches, and I've gone back and watched a lot of Ray's matches, but it's kind of... This is a unique presentation of him, and that's why I'm digging it so much. Yeah. Like, the in-ring stuff to me is inconsequential. It's like, I like the backstage presentation of him.
Yeah, and like we said when we started this conversation about Ray, this is something that we haven't seen from Ray before. He's dark, and he's kind of mysterious, and it's the fact that he's like leveling with Dario, and it's not just Dario saying, I'm the bad guy, you're the good guy, I'm going to screw you because that's my job. No, they're like conversing and like figuring out what's best to go forward. And it's like, holy shit, this is crazy.
At any point in time, he becomes Rey Mysterio Dark. We know they're officially out of ideas.
What?
They're like, okay, all right, it's Evil East Dark. It's Space Cat Dark.
Dark. They don't have a guy named Dark showing up, because then it'd be like Dark.
Goose? Oh, you said Dark. My bad. I was confused. Time out. Whoa. We're going to take that out in post. Everybody, we're good.
Oh, jeez. All right. And as far as promo was the last thing we see in the episode, and then we'll jump back to the matches. Prince Puma is working out with stick versus punching bag. That's all I got. No, it's
I don't know what those things are. I don't remember what those things are called, but
yeah,
they're basically, I think they're an old, maybe Bushido weapon. I think
it's something. He's like, he's doing Prince Puma stuff, and it looks cool. Because then they speed it up, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, it's like Prince Puma. It was like Prince Puma meets the Big Boss Man. Like, I was into it. I was like, man, we're gonna do some hard time.
Right. And Vampiro shows up, and he is just wearing Prince Puma down. Prince Puma is still not having anything from Vampiro. He's just
He was
like,
a little.
no.
He listened this week though. The last time he was having none of it.
But yeah, and he's still when he sees Vampiro, he's still in that frame of mind. But Vampiro is still putting little things out there that makes Prince Puma think like, like, you know, I never respected, like, the main thing of this one was Conan, and to get out of it, he goes, well, you know, I never respected Conan, but I respected you. And he left him with that. And, you know, so Prince Puma's like, all right, back to my workout. But now that's stuck in the back of his head.
See, like, the thing is I know what reality is. And it's like, I was really, really hoping for, like, Prince Puma Dark and Pentagon Dark to be a tag team. And them just to win the trios title with two of them. And then they could basically wear their belts, and then they could wear the other one like sideways, like strapping themselves together and win matches like that. I think it'd be pretty amazing.
You lost
No? Okay, I'm good. No, dude, what they could do, they could win all the titles and just melt them into one super title that they both have to carry to the ring.
And kill Matanza with it? No.
Yes. They could bury Matanza on it because it would quite literally be that large.
Dario would run screaming from the tempo. Oh my God, we have all of season 4 booked.
Yeah, Vince Russo could bring the forklift out. He could bring the title belt out with the forklift. Judy Bagwell could present it. It would be amazing. Bro.
Oh, if Krista Joseph is listening to this, he's drinking heavily right now. He's like, damn, what happened? Yeah, so that's it for all the Pro Bowls. The Pro Bowls were awesome. We talked about the first match. Let's talk about the next match. Match number 2 out of the 3 we get from this episode is number 3 in the best of 5 in the Tejano versus Cage feud. Tejano is down 0-2 versus Cage is up 2, which means he needs one more to put this feud to bed. And, you know, things are not looking too hot for Tejano in this match. This was actually a really good match. You know,
Dude,
and knowing it's Lucha Underground, you really didn't know where it was going to go.
Ton of shit. Like, Brian Cage hurls himself into a ton of shit. Like, it's amazing that a guy that big will bump like that. Like, that's awesome to me.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's done a lot of stuff since he's joined this brand. He really has. And how Tejano wins it is even more hilarious because Cage was just cocky through the whole thing. You know, he would do like a couple big moves, and then just kind of nonchalant, you know, like half lay on him, like, I got this, 1, 2. And Tejano would kick out constantly to the point where it's like, oh, Cage, seriously, you could have won this 5 minutes ago. And he just, you know, his overconfidence totally got in the way of this to the point where all of a sudden, boom, screwed up, small package, Tejano gets his first win in this.
Yeah, I love that backdoor roll-up because it was so unexpected. Like, Tejano had gotten beaten up so badly.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
after that opening salvo where Cage bumped into the chairs, dude, Tejano got beat pillar to post the rest of that match until the very, very end.
He really did. He really did. But this was actually a really good match. And
he did get that packaged brainbuster thing, though, Tejano did, and that thing was kind of neat.
Yeah.
Like, where it kind of looked like he was going for, what is it, the Irish Curse backbreaker that Sheamus does?
Yeah, what is that called? Like Celtic Thunder or something?
I thought it was called, like, the Irish Curse.
Yeah, maybe it is.
But it's like, I thought he was doing that, but then he ended up, like, cradling him up, and it almost looked like kind of like a brainbuster. Like, I don't know exactly what it's called, so...
Yeah, it's something very similar to what Sheamus does for one of his finishers. But yeah, great match. I'm still vested in this. The fact that they don't overdo this, they don't put this on every single show.
And it's a properly escalating event.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is every match, like, Cage won the first one competitively. He won the second one. The third one, he was dominant and lost at the very, very end. He lost due to overconfidence. Like,
Right.
This is great. Like, this is feud building 101. Other wrestling companies should take note.
Others. There are no other. No, I know.
See, that's the funny part. It's like Lucha Underground can get away without acknowledging the wider world of wrestling because they are not interested in it.
Yeah.
Like, that's the part that I love about it. It's like, there's no where you're just going like, no, that's wrong. That's not even real. Like, that's totally made up, but it's okay. Like, you won. You're allowed to rewrite history as you wish. So,
you know what's so interesting about this, though?
What's that?
Which is hilarious in the editing and how they put these episodes together and the timeline of all this. What did Matt Stryker say about what's coming up soon?
Aztec Warfare?
Halloween.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
So they must have known when they shot this, which episode it was going to fall on, and approximately when it was going to air.
Either that or they went back and they redid it in post.
That could be too.
They said, hey, you know what? Do this drop. Like, hey, Stryker and Vampiro, say this. Now say this. Now say this. Now say this. Okay, cool, thanks.
Because it keeps it current.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it makes you, like, think, like, hey.
But also, like, they know the schedule that they're airing on and stuff like that. So it's like, I bet we maybe hear a Thanksgiving mention. We maybe hear a Christmas mention. Like, who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's all that's the cool part about it. It's like the only thing they recognize from reality is the timeline.
Do you think
everything else is kind of independent of it?
Do you think we'll get Dario in a Santa outfit?
That would be amazing, dude. I would settle for a red suit with white buttons.
It's Santa Cueto.
Yeah. Oh, it's Santa Cueto. Oh my god, that's such a haunting image. Oh my god.
And Matanza's got like antlers and I know I can't.
No, dude, we could have Matanza be Santa Claus. We could get him like a mask with like a white beard painted on it.
Whoa.
Like, you know you're in on this. Like, dude, we could put Matanza in a chair, like the kids could come up and sit in his lap and he could eat them and we could move on.
I think we are going to move on from that one.
What? Matanza Cueto devours children. Does anybody else have a problem with this?
Some of the parents might, yeah.
Nah, it'll be all right. What are you talking about? See, that's the best part about being parents. Making them is the most fun part. So then you just get to go back and do that part over. It's okay.
It's okay. The Lucha Yule tide. Yeah. All right. We can't do these live anymore. No, I'm kidding.
Really? Come on, man. I haven't said anything near outlandish yet. Give me a while.
The parents are screaming. No, little Johnny can't watch Lucha Underground or listen to JAYBONE and Mile High Lads anymore. All right, okay, match number 3.
If your kids are listening to this, you probably have far larger issues. It'll be okay.
All right. Daddy, I was listening to Smash This podcast, and you know what they said about Santa? Shit, we're in trouble.
Oh boy. That's what we. No, dude. It's when we tell them like, no, we weren't talking about Lucha Underground. We were talking about the Legend of Krampus. It'll be okay.
Ah, perfect.
Oh, look at that, man! Copping out left and right. I should go to work for the WWE. Let's carry on.
Oh God.
What are you talking about, man? We're going to go back to talking about wrestling. Can we talk about a triple main event? Everything's a main event, damn it! Okay.
No, what we're going to talk about next is much more exciting.
Yes.
Match number 3, the Gift of the Gods Championship match. Sexy Star, your Gift of the Gods champion, versus everybody's favorite heel, Mr. Johnny Mundo. At least he's my favorite heel.
Dude, he's fun, man.
Oh, dude, he is so much fun. Because at this point, watching this, if you're, kids, if you're following along, you see Mundo go in Dario Cueto's office every year, and it's almost getting to the point every episode, excuse me. And it's like, well, he wants that championship, and you're almost feeling sympathetic for him.
No,
like okay, I am, because I like Johnny Mundo. It's like,
so do I, but you can't feel bad for that guy. The guy has 37 abs. He has an odd amount. That's unusual.
Can I steal just 4 of them?
Dude, I would settle for 1 and just be like, yeah.
And then figure out a way to make more out of the 1, like cut it up
exactly,
into
like, dude, yeah, I would just maybe splice them, and then what I could do is then I would have 2 of them and they could breed together, and then I would have more abs, and it would be amazing.
Awesome. We'll talk about that off next.
That's going to be on Science Chat with JAYBONE and Laz with Space Cat. Okay, sorry about that. I have no idea what the hell just happened there. Let's carry on.
Oh, Jiminy Crickets. All right.
What have we done?
I don't know, but I like it. We had lots of shenanigans in this match. We lost, I was going to say lots of refs, but we had 2. And then 1 came back and got knocked out again.
Yeah, dude. Marty Elias is apparently made out of porcelain.
Him and I almost said Johnny Knoxville. No, what's the other guy's name that came down? Knox?
Mike Knox.
Mike Knox, thank you. Yes. These guys are both great. Just everything that happened in this was hilarious with the shenanigans, the Worldwide Underground. You had a feeling going into this, considering how much we've seen from the Worldwide Underground between Jack Evans, PJ Black, Taya. You know what? There was no Taya.
No, I miss Taya.
You know what? But when she was around, a few weeks ago.
A couple of weeks ago.
I think so. And she looked like legit hurt. Like she was screaming at ringside.
Yep.
So, but nonetheless, you still had that feeling like Sexy Star was still going to pull out a win and be like, oh man, they're not. No, Johnny Mundo can't win. No. And then Willie Mack came down because he's tight with Sexy Star. Because they had a I don't know if they had a thing, but he was supporting her last season a lot, trying to help her in the whole feud against Mariposa and Marty the Moth. I was trying to remember who was all involved in that. So it's like, oh, Willie Mack's there. He's going to help her. She's going to win. That's what the feeling you had. But to no avail, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new gift of the gods champion, Mr. Johnny Mundo, the leader of the Worldwide Underground. Your thoughts on this, Laz?
Dude, I like Mundo. This adds to the storyline between him and Sexy Star. I have a feeling that their business is nowhere near complete yet.
No.
And tonight we saw they have chemistry in the ring. They can work. I mean,
oh, absolutely.
You always kind of have that fear of like there are some guys that probably would just say, ugh. But Mundo's a professional about it, and it's like I really, really enjoy that aspect of it. Like it's awesome.
Yeah, and we even saw Mundo do stuff. I mean, he's a great parkour, high flying wrestler, But we saw him do stuff in the beginning of this match that I don't think I've ever seen him do before. He was trying to beat her with, grappling her on the ground.
Yeah, it's
And
like,
it was
Mundo
like,
can
oh.
wrestle. Mundo can wrestle, and that's the thing that's so unique about him is the fact that he can just go.
Yeah, it shows that he can go with whoever. He's faced how many different people, from Prince Puma to Mil Muertes, two completely different styles of wrestling, and can put on a 5-star match with both, you know? And now, here we go, match with Sexy Star. And it was a great, there was, besides the shenanigans, it was still a good match, because it made you think that, hey, Sexy Star's got a chance because she's a hell of a fighter. We've seen what she could do in the past 2 seasons,
Yeah, it's like we know what she's capable of, and it's like, and that's the one aspect that I enjoy about this show is the fact that they allow the women to work, and it's not we can't do that. It's they allow them to go in there and do their thing.
Oh, they're ass kickers. We haven't seen a woman in Lucha Underground yet that was used as, I'll just say it, a piece of meat.
Brenda.
Oh, okay. Well, she's okay. All right, you got me there.
That's about the only one I can think of.
Yeah. She's been like in 3 seasons. She's been like the only one that you could really strongly call a valet.
Yeah, she's arm candy.
Yeah, and but as far as her, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I have no problem with it. She's playing the role.
Exactly. Yeah, she backs up a big heel, famous B, and a great wrestler, Dr. Wagner Jr. So that's a good team. Beautiful Brenda. Yeah. My favorite dingbat. So, yeah, tremendous episode. Lots of stuff thrown at us. It's going to be really interesting to see where this whole thing between Delgado and Dario goes in the thing in the box. And
by the way, that occurred.
That what?
Look at your phone.
Oh. I'm looking at my phone. I'm opening up the tweet. And what in the blue hell?
That's the Space Cats.
Oh, dear
That
God.
is Tommaso Ciampa, Sami Callihan, Matt Riddle, and Pete Dunne.
All right, I know everybody in that picture except for Pete Dunne and wow.
And the Space Cat head.
Yeah.
I did. You thought I was making this up? No, this is a thing.
No, I believed you. I've just never. Okay, where was this?
PWG. That was Bola.
Was it this year's Bola?
Mm-hmm.
I have just acquired a copy of the 3-day event, and it's on my to-do list. I need to watch.
The first thing you need to do is watch the 10-man tag from night 3. It's my favorite match of every Bola weekend.
I've heard that those are absolutely insane.
Because they're spot fests to pure comedy. They're the best.
I've seen a few clips of them over the course of the last couple months, like little highlights. Yeah, very, very, very fun stuff. So that's going to wrap up this Lucha Underground Season 3, Episode number 8 review of Gift of the Gods. Crazy shit, man. This
Dude, it's like every episode we keep going up. It's like,
yeah.
Dude, we had that beat down in the middle of the ring last week with AR, Fox, and Killshot, and they didn't even mention it.
Yeah.
They didn't even mention it. So it's just like, wow, if you could completely disregard that entire event, you've got a ton of stuff crammed into a very small space.
Yeah, I mean, and they could have continued it in some way in like a backstage promo, But we're probably not going to see this for, well, we didn't see it this week, so it's going to be at least another week before they even touch on it again.
Yeah. I mean, that's the cool part. It's the fact that you're getting a storyline built up, and then they're kind of putting it on the back burner, and then they're building another storyline up. And then what I'm guessing is a lot of these are going to kind of rotate to the forefront at Aztec Warfare, if I was going to make a guess.
Yeah. Yeah, these two are going to face somewhere down the road, and we've got 3 weeks till a big shebang where the entire company somehow, some way is going to get turned on its head, and I can't freaking wait.
Dude, who is going to beat Matanza? Who the hell is going to do that? Like, I don't see anybody who's legit. Like, even Mil Muertes is like, in my opinion, like, he doesn't even look close.
Matanza's beat like almost everyone.
I think he's beat the entire roster at this point.
Well, he's beat several people this season so far, and yeah.
And remember, he won the Aztec Warfare last year.
It's not.
So technically, he's beat the entire roster.
And I'm sure there's still some more new faces to come yet this season.
Well, he's beat everybody but Sami Callihan. That's just because he hasn't had the chance to touch him yet.
Yeah. Or maybe Matanza will just fall down the rabbit hole. Who knows?
Or you know what? Paul London could drag him down the rabbit hole, and then we could have bedazzled Matanza. I am strangely intrigued by this.
Oh, God. You said bedazzled. That's just terrible. That's just terrifying, dude. No.
No?
No. Because then you're gonna have like sponsorship from Hello Kitty and shit. Like, no.
Yeah. Wait, what? Oh. What are you talking about, dude? I make pink look good. And it's not pink, it's salmon.
No, that's only Damien Sandow can do that. But anyways, that's it for this one, folks. Thank you so much for listening. We will see you next week for episode number 9, whatever it's called. And we'll be talking lots about it. Can't wait to talk about it. And we'll be right here at the same time next week. And that's it. Good night, folks.
Blow me! We've come full circle. Yes! That is continuity, everyone. Good night.